Today we have stories about the recent snowstorm, baseball's trip to Globe Life Field,
and a friendly game of Family Feud coming up right here on MOB.
Welcome back, Marcus. I'm Elena Galani.
And I'm Reese Rome. The snowstorm in February led to many students losing power, and some even had lasting damage to their homes. We sat down with some of these students. Many local families were affected by the February winter storm, including several students. Sophia Scarano's kitchen pipe burst when the weather got above freezing.
I see water just pouring up in the kitchen. We tried blocking off areas so it wouldn't seep into other parts of the house.
Her dad immediately shut off the water.
It was frozen shut. So my dad was having so much trouble trying to open it.
They have to replace the carpet in the living room, the wood floors in the kitchen, and in her mom's office.
We pretty much have to replace almost the entire floor on the first floor of our house.
What happened may have been stressful, but Sophia has learned what to do in a bad situation like this.
At least if it happened to me, if I was on my own, I'd have an idea of how to handle it.
Katie O'Hannon's laundry room pipe burst, and it was stressful for them to clear out all the water.
There was about 3 to 4 inches of water in my laundry room. My dad wasn't home at the time, so it was just us. And I was shoveling away snow to try to find a box to turn off the water.
Now, they are waiting on a plumber to make the repair.
We're able to live our everyday lives, and nothing was damaged.
Brooklyn Hanley had a pipe burst in their bathroom.
Out of nowhere, I just see water start pouring out of the side of our bathroom. The water actually started pouring in from the ceiling into our dining room. We had about 4 inches of water, I believe, and carpet. So we got to replace all of that.
Not only did they have inside damage, they also had pipes burst outside.
The pool system pipes also froze and exploded. So we had running water outside.
The repairs have already begun.
We have both the pipes fixed. All we need to deal with now is just water damage around places.
Through the difficulties, Brooklyn says the best part was working to solve this as a family.
We did really good handling that. We did a good job and just thanking each other for being there.
This is Reese Rome reporting for MOB.
Despite the tough times some people had during the storm, Olivia shows us some of the fun outdoor activities people enjoyed.
Winter each year in Texas has been very, warm. But this year, a winter miracle happened after 8 years of no snow. People went sledding, threw snowballs at each other, and even made snow angels, and skate and play hockey on the ice. Wait, does that sign tell you to not skate? And where did that sign even come from? Just be careful out there. I hope everyone else had fun out in the snow, even if you just watched from inside. This has been Olivia Smiley reporting for MOB.
Now let's see how a student turned her fashion and creativity into a business.
You may have noticed an increase of shops on Instagram. One student has used this forum to her advantage by starting an account where she sells some of her own creations.
I had so many Marcus shirts because I'm a cheerleader, so we get them every single year for everything. And tie-dye was a huge thing, and so I started tie-dyeing all my old Marcus shirts, and they sold out really quickly. And then people started asking me to do college stuff. So I would go thrifting for college stuff, but the demand was so high that I just began to make them on my own.
Erin also has the support and help of her friends.
All my friends would want shirts, and then they would post them, and then more people would want them.
I think that me and Erin are both very creative, and when someone gives us a design, we have a lot of options to work with, and I feel like it's a good way to make money doing something that we actually like.
Erin's love of fashion has also led to her being the senior superlative for Best Dressed.
I always loved shopping, and I used used to have a hard time finding my style, and then I realized that I love to go out and I love to just like make things my own. So I try to just be myself through it. So it kind of just came from like wanting to express myself and my personality.
To other students, Erin would recommend getting creative and doing something you're passionate about. This has been Sarah Mackey reporting for MLB.
If you'd like to see more of her work, take a look at Collegiate Drip on Instagram.
Spring break is almost here. If you'd like to get outdoors and enjoy the warmer weather, we found a place where you can stroll around and relax with your friends and family.
The Grapevine Botanical Garden is a great place to take some time to yourself amidst the chaos this year. This garden provides wonderful backdrops for family photos, senior portraits, and other picture-worthy moments. From bright flowers to calming fountains, this garden has a lot to offer. Plus, it's free. As spring approaches, more beautiful flowers will begin to bloom. Grab your friends and family and head over to this garden during spring break. This has been Pooja Kanthetti reporting for MLB.
After being cooped up all winter, I may have to check that out.
Yeah. Hey, you know that game show Family Feud?
Yeah, I love that show.
Well, we had our own version right here at Marcus with the AcDec team. Next up is Family Feud AcDec style.
Thank you. All right, welcome to Family Feud. I'm your host, Andrew White. Today we have the AcDec team facing off with Team Karas and Team 3. Tristan and Elise, come up. Let's play the feud. All right. Name something people cheat on. Tests. Number 4 answer. All right. All right, Tristan, got a chance to take this. Name something people cheat on.
Their spouses.
Relationships. Number 3 answer. You guys win. Do you want to pass or play?
Yeah, we'll play.
All right, they'll play. Jack, be careful here. Something people cheat on. You got to be careful here. Racking up the strikes. Gia, what's something people cheat on? Gonna need an answer. Come on, guys. Something people cheat on.
We're too honest here. Yeah, we're too good for that. We don't cheat on
something people cheat on. Doesn't have to be you.
You're gonna let them
driving exam.
Driving exam. All right. Team Karas has a chance to steal. Something people cheat on.
Taxes.
Taxes. Good answer. That's the number 1 answer. The other answers for something people cheat on, number 6 was diets. Yeah. Number 5, sports. And number 2, games/cards. Yeah. All right, Morgan, Jack, come on up. Let's play the feud. Name an occupation parents brag about their children having. Doctor. Morgan.
Doctor.
Number 1 answer on the board. You guys want to pass or play?
Play.
All right, they're going to play. Name an occupation parents brag about their children having.
Lawyer.
Number 2 answer on the board. All right, no strikes yet. Name something parents brag about their children being.
An actor.
Actor. Caitlin.
Athlete.
Athlete. Number 4 answer on the board. All right. All right, only 1 strike, still 2 on the board. Name an occupation parents brag about their children having.
Teacher.
Teacher. Number 5 answer on the board. All right, there's only 1 more left. 1 strike. Name an occupation parents brag about their children having.
Police officer.
It's a nice thought, though. All right, 2 strikes, last chance here. Name an occupation parents brag about their children having.
Politician.
That's the last answer on the board. Team Karas won the feud. Congratulations to them. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time.
That was so fun to watch. Some of the answers were really hard to think of, though.
Yeah, like cheating in a card game. I've never done that before.
Up next, the Marauder varsity baseball team had one of their most exciting games of the season.
The Marauders and multiple other high schools got a chance to play in the Globe Life Field, the new stadium where the World Series was hosted last year. Marcus's first game was a 3-3 tie against Lake Travis, but the main event was the game against IMG Academy, the number 6 ranked team in the nation. The Florida private school is also the number 1 team in football and is notorious for recruiting players specifically to play sports. IMG played Flower Mound earlier in the week and won 16-0, and Flower Mound didn't get a single hit the entire game. Marcus started out with 2 runs, but by the top of the third, Marcus was down 2-4. However, Cade Bradford was the star pitcher of the night, holding IMG to 1 run in 4 innings. Marcus crawled back out to a lead in the 5th. Jeffrey Martz kept up the great pitching, leaving IMG scoreless in the last 2 innings, letting Marcus hold on to their lead for a huge upset. After their incredible performance, Marcus varsity baseball is now number 1 in the state, with a record of 9-2. This has been Andrew White and Naveed Alibi, reporting for MOB.
That was so cool to see our team playing when the Rangers play.
Definitely. Soccer has also been having a great season. We sent Naveed and Andrew to a recent varsity game.
The Marcus varsity soccer team has been on an absolute tear this season, with a first place record of 10-2 in district. Andrew and I went to check out 2 of their most recent home games, against Capel and Flower Mound. The boys started off with a 1-0 lead going into halftime against Capel, with a strike to the bottom left corner right through the hands of the keeper. After a lot of close calls in the second half, a beautiful cross laid over the defense, finished off by a header right past the keeper, put the boys up 2-0. Shortly after, Capel scored and ended the game with the final score of 2-1. In their next home game against Flower Mound, the boys started off with a quick goal, followed by an intense yet scoreless second half. They were able to hold off the attack of Flower Mound, keeping a clean sheet as well as their lead, ending the game with a final score of 1-0. You can support the boys in their final game of the season at Plano East Stadium on March 16th at 7:30 p.m. This has been Naveed Alibi and Andrew White reporting for MOB.
My head hurts just from watching those headers. Imagine doing that for an entire game.
All right, seniors, it's time for one of our favorite traditions, senior videos. It's our time to stroll down memory lane and share about our favorite movies, toys, and all the other things that made our first 18 years special.
They're the new bling for young rappers and rock stars.
I had so many silly bands. I always got them taken away for like trading at recess and stuff. Yeah. The teachers were never happy about that.
I remember it was
kids like started selling them.
Yeah, it was like a silly band, like black market.
Princess Peach, yeah. She's a good one.
You know, I really used to always go with Mr. Bones.
Really?
Yeah.
Alright, that's easy for me. I'll go with Yoshi! That's probably Yoshi.
And I think mine's probably Pikachu.
If you'd like to share about your favorite childhood and school memories, come by and fill out the QR code outside of C108 to sign up.
Well, that's it for today, Marcus. Thanks for watching. I'm Elena Gilani.
And I'm Reese Rome. Have a great day, Marcus. Jessica.
I don't know what it is.
Chasing cars?
Yes!
No!
Good job, Hayden. 1 second of the next song.
No.
Alright, here's...
Oh. Oh my god! All of me by Donna.
Yes! Yes! 1 second
I'm staring at it.
of the first song, alright?
Sounds
No.
like a chicken dance.
Alright.
sounds kind of like Ring of Fire, but I don't think that.
It's Ring of Fire. That's it. That's Ring of Fire.